Red lights on here in Abu Dhabi. And they're out as Ho Chi Minh leads us down into turn 1. And everyone seems to have gotten away very cleanly as Dubsy already into the lead. Brilliant start from Dub on the inside. Dub straight into the lead as TJ battling with Steven. Off the start now, and TJ immediately on its contact with Steven. And Steven down to P5 as who's got around. It's only been into the wall. Or it might even been lanky into the wall there. As TJ up into P3. What a strong start for the championship leader. Down into turn 6, ahead of them is the Williams and the Mercedes, and Vassim into the rear of the Mercedes. And Vassim, off the track goes Vassim, and the Mercedes there. Vassim going far too late, missing his brakes. As Andrew getting out of Page. Vassim again here on the outside of Ollie, but washes out wide because of that damage. Ellis gets out of Northie now. Drag race down to turn 6. But this could be dramatic. Ledgeman on the middle. Oh, and Abe just completely leaves the track there to get the move. That's a very illegal overtake. As Andrew going to get back ahead on Abe. As Abe into the side of Andrew. Dramatic scenes here already. Meanwhile, Ty falling in behind. Steven now in the rear of Scones. And Steven up into P5. Now, this is what Steven needs. Needs to get ahead as Dub. Battling with Ho Chi Minh, and Ho Chi Minh's got through as TJ trying to get through on Dub as well. And we've missed what's happened there. Dub somehow has lost the possession of Ho Chi Minh as TJ now on the inside of Dub Z. And Dub just waves him on through. TJ straight on through on the McLaren. And Dub didn't even fight it too hard. As TJ into P2 now. As Dub waving through Ty Cleere, it seems. Dub just letting people go. That's very surprising from Dub. Could be fighting for a win here, but doesn't really want to get involved in the battle as Ho Chi Minh with a 3-second time penalty already. TJ outbreak Ho Chi Minh in the V-car. And TJ now on the inside. A little bit of contact as Ho Chi Minh looking for the switchback on TJ. TJ going a little deep. Ty Cleere has to check up in behind Ho Chi Minh as Ho Chi Minh looks for the exit now with DRS on the rear of the Alpine. And gets on the inside, and Ho Chi Minh back through again on TJ. Has he got a better exit than the V-Carb? The V-Carb going to try and go defensive here. But TJ now down into turn 9. Can he outbreak Ho Chi Minh now? And TJ up into P1 as Ho Chi Minh will stay ahead. And Dubsy back ahead of Ty Cleere. Ty Cleere went deep there and opened the door to the McLaren. Steven now over 4 seconds behind that lead pack. This could be bad as Dubsy on the inside of Ho Chi Minh. Lovely move from the McLaren to get ahead of the V-Carb to the rear of Ledgeman and Zampa. Going to try the outside. And a very risky place to be going for a move there. As he going to switch to the inside and through the final corner. As we get the most horrible camera angle. Ty gets through on Ledgeman with a lovely move through the final corner on Ho Chi Minh, following that undercut also through on Ledgeman. Going to get through on Zampa as well here on these worn mediums. And can Ty find a way ahead of the Alpine? Wants to be cautious though, doesn't want any contact there. Oh, and Abe, a big snap of the rear, and Ty's going to get straight through. But Ty luckily avoids an impact as Abe sends it on him. And contact with the Ferrari. Abe, contact with the Ferrari. Very surprising. Abe with a big send on Ty there. Ty's going to have DRS, though Abe has DRS as well. It's a drag race down to turn 6 as they're wheel banging. And Ty and Abe battle down to turn 6 as Abe almost into the rear of Northie, but places his car beautifully. As Ho Chi Minh now looking for the switchback on Ty. Can Ty get the exit here? As Ho Chi Minh all over the rear of Ty. And they may go either side of the Alpine. Ho Chi Minh on the outside. Ty trying to find a way through on the inside. Unable to, as the Alpine's been completely crashed off the circuit there. And Abe down and out as Ho Chi Minh just seemed to not let him through there as Dubsy into the box. TJ's around! TJ spun! TJ, the championship leader, spun before the pit lane, and he's rear-ended Scones into the box as that damaged his front wing. Unbelievable scenes here. And TJ, he's going to have to fix his front wing. His front wing's gone. I don't believe what I'm saying. As Ty battling with Northie and Ho Chi Minh. Ellis is left the lobby. We're trying to get Ellis back in when we can, but there's too much to watch here. Ty now on the rear of Northey. Northey defending the inside. Ty gonna try and pick the outside as Northey trying to help his teammate for the day, which is Ho Chi Minh. But Ty getting round the outside is Dubsy now on the much fresher hards. In P6 now through to P5. Ty or Dubsy in a brilliant position to win this race as Ellis is rejoined now. But where's TJ? TJ down in P11. This is massive implications for the championship as Northey gets back through on Dubsy. And more contact with Dubsy again. Does Dubsy have damage after contact with the rear of Northey? I can't quite tell. Dubsy does have damage. The front left is gone on the McLaren as Ty Cleere back down the inside of Ho Chi Minh and into the net race lead goes Ty Cleere. TJ gets ahead of Ellis now, and TJ going to try and look to get ahead of Ollie Bean as well. Ollie Bean going to go defensive down into turn 6. TJ though going to try and send it on the inside on the Mercedes and gets through. Lovely move from the championship leader as he has to do another recovery drive here in the Alpine. Almost inside DRS range from Ty and Ho Chi Minh as D Summers gets out of Ollie Bean. We're missing a whole lot of the action in Zampa. Contact with Gunner there. Abe also involved. More contact and Gunner around at turn 7 as Abe battles with Gunner there as Ty on the rear. Crimson with a 3-second time penalty. Can Ty get ahead of Ho Chi Minh? Steven also wants ahead. Ty's gone deep though. It's opened the door to Steven and Steven's gone straight through it. Steven now up into P2. Can he get a better exit than Ty? Steven straight on through into P2. Meanwhile, Dub trying to get back through on Ty. Can Steven get into the lead of the race? Steven on the outside of Ho Chi Minh. And Steven up into P1, but Ho Chi Minh still there on the inside. Can he get a better exit though? Ho Chi Minh going to try and nail the exit out of turn 7. Going to plant the throttle on the ERS, but does Steven have better tyres and better traction to pull this gap as Ollie Bean gets out of D Summers? As down to turn 9 we go. Ho Chi Minh back on the inside of Steven. Steven round the outside though. Keeps it in the lead, and Steven now on the best tyres out there leads this race as Ho Chi Minh leaves the track again and potentially picking up on the warning. And TJ up in a P9. TJ's going to need to get ahead of Scones. Or TJ up in a P5 at turn 9. He's now got 7 seconds to catch to the leaders here. What you want to do at Abu Dhabi is select the harder tyre allocation, which Steven Beachum has, and you're seeing the success it reaps. He went hard, and then mediums as Ho Chi Minh almost into the wall again. And now is going to let through Ty Cleere into P2. And Ho Chi Minh losing the rear out of turn 5, really struggling under traction. Meanwhile, Dub now going to try and get through, and Ho Chi Minh as he taps the rear of the V-Carb, still struggling on traction. Can't get any traction at all, it seems, the V-Carb. Dub and the McLaren now right all over the rear of the V-Carb, going to pick the outside of turn 9. Contact between Ho Chi Minh and Dub gets through round the outside. Beautiful move from Dub. Meanwhile, TJ has got to come onto the hards this lap, you would think, as Scones now almost into the rear of the championship leader, and Scones going very deep and almost hitting the rear of the Alpine, the championship leader, 2 races in a row. So we follow the Ferrari. He comes round turn 2 and he's right behind his Ferrari teammate. The 2 Ferraris who secured the Constructors' Championship last time out in Brazil. Steven now exits the box behind his championship rival. And Steven now with DRS. Can he find a way ahead of Ty Cleere? Now Steven with DRS gets straight ahead of Ty as Ty tries to pull back in. Ho Chi Minh through on Dub Z. What can those mediums do in the clear air now? Meanwhile, on the rear now of D Summers with DRS. Can he get ahead? Ty Cleere trying to catch D Summers as well. Is he going to go for the sand down into turn 6? No, he's going to back out and play it cautious. Wants the exit through turn 7 as D Summers goes a little deep through turn 6. Can Ty now get the exit out of turn 7 with DRS? Can he get ahead of the Williams? The Williams doesn't prove too much of a fight, but has it allowed Steven to have a big of a gap as D Summers still on the outside. Ty down the inside gets through up into P2. But does Ty have enough pace on these hard tyres to stick with Steven Beachum? Cars getting involved here now, and Steven has the gap that he needs to Ty. But can Ty get back inside DRS range? Ty's battle is really between TJ is, oh my god, Wasim. And it's a safety car. Safety car here on lap 24, and Wasim has caused it. Can Tai win the championship? Will it be TJ? TJ needs to somehow get ahead. He's got a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. What's he done? What has TJ done to himself? Oh, that is a nightmare for TJ. Why? Unable to, as Dubsy battles with Ollie Bean. Tai Cleere, though, somehow got through on the outside of Scones. TJ battling with Ollie Bean. TJ on the outside now, up in a turn, out of turn 5, up into P6, gets out of Ollie Bean. Tai Cleere now up into P2. Can Steven pull a big enough gap? We will see, as TJ battling with Ollie Bean. It's Scones now. What's happened, Scones? He's gone a bit deep and allowed through a couple cars. Can TJ get involved here? As Scones and Dubsy battle down to turn 9. Can TJ take advantage of these two battling as Dub down the inside of Scones? TJ trying to find a way through on the Aston Martin and the McLaren, as they still are side by side here. And TJ needs to somehow navigate a way through the race. Ho Chi Minh just wants the best result for himself. He's not in this championship fight as TJ down the inside of Scones at turn 1. Pushes him off the track as the Aston Martin leaves the track there. And TJ up into P5. We'll have to see what the stewards say about that move. Meanwhile, Tai Cleere trying to get back on the rear of Steven Beachum now here on the final lap. Steven needs a win and also needs somehow some miracle to happen. Could Ho Chi Minh be that miracle? Could Ho Chi Minh put some drama in this pot? Will he stir the pot down into turn 6 and 7 as he sends it on the inside of Tai Cleere? Tai doesn't need to fight this too hard. He just needs to stay behind his own contact with Ho Chi Minh. Tai just about survives. Tai does not need to win this race. Who does need to win this race is Steven Beachum. Ho Chi Minh, though, catching Steven with a rapid rate of knots. Can Ho Chi Minh get through on Steven? Steven may have just done enough to keep him at bay here on the final lap. Ho Chi Minh going to try and catch with all he can, but it might not be enough here as the yellow flags are out. And who's that for? TJ's going to round. TJ in P13, the championship leader, is down and out. But who's not down and out is Steven Beachum, leading us across the line. And Steven now rounding the final corner. And for the first time in WHF, Steven wins for Ferrari. But Tai Cleere will win the championship here in Tier 2 as Tai Cleere crosses the line in P2 ahead of TJ. And Tai is your Tier 2 champion. With TJ finishing down in P13, it could end up as a Ferrari 1-2 to end the championship. Steven finally wins a race here and gets the monkey off his back. Finally wins a race in WHF. There's been so many instances this season that Steven should have won before now. But unfortunately, Steven could only win the final round. Unfortunately, was not enough for Steven's championship. But Tai is champion here in Tier 2. TJ with a nightmare race, a nightmare final lap, finishes down in P13. An absolute heartbreak for the Alpine. And there you have it. Despite all the missed opportunities this season, Steven Beachum finally gets his first win here in WHF. Meanwhile, Tai Cleere finishes ahead of TJ, which is all he needed to do to wrap up the Tier 2 championship. Meanwhile, Scones is promoted to the podium, along with D. Somers jumping up to P4. And as we look at the standings, you can see Tai Cleere wins the championship. Meanwhile, Steven Beachum improves to P2 in the championship, ending the season off with a Ferrari 1-2, as TJ went all for nothing on the final lap and was caught spinning around and down the order, which would lose him 2 positions in the championship. Meanwhile, D. Somers finishes a point ahead of Lanky, as Andrew, Olivine, Gunner and A54 move up the standings. And that is your top 20 to end the season. I hope everyone has enjoyed this Tier 2 season in Season 5. We'll be back for Season 6 in a couple of weeks' time. Make sure to sign up for those of you who haven't yet. Also make sure to like, follow, subscribe and send this to your nan. I've been WHF. Thank you all for watching and goodbye.